ELKES.com for more info and to place an order.
Big ideas deserve a big story and the right audience. At Saturn Lounge, we bring your marketing to life with branding, websites, digital marketing, and video storytelling that stands out from the crowd. Whether it's a TV spot, a campaign, or content built to connect, Saturn Lounge is where strategy meets creativity. From the first spark of an idea to the final cut, we're here to make your message shine across every platform. Ready to make your marketing a success? Step into the spotlight with Saturn Lounge, your launch pad for bigger, better marketing. To tell the world your story, visit SaturnLounge.com today.
Give the gift of a special night out from the Bartolotta Restaurants. Purchase a gift card at bartolottas.com and get a $20 holiday bonus for every $100 you spend. Happy holidays from all of us at the Bartolotta Restaurants, and thank you, Milwaukee.
Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Shoot. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
Chewy, it is Packers-Bears week. And I have no idea how things are going to play out on Saturday. I mean, I'm hopeful that the Packers can win. I think they can do some things against that Bears defense. Certainly concerned about some of the things the Packers have going on defensively with no Micah Parsons. But there is one thing that I know for sure. Win, lose, draw on Saturday. Heck, if the Packers make the playoffs, miss the playoffs this year, there is one thing I know for sure.
What's that?
In 5 years, my team is still going to be playing in Green Bay at Lambeau Field.
That's fair.
I know that the Green Bay Packers are not going anywhere, big guy. The Chicago Bears, on the other hand, they cannot say that coming into this game, because why not? In the middle of the best season in a decade?
Yeah.
When they're playing, they're riding high, they're feeling great. The Bears are always going to bear. Like it's almost like they can't help themselves. Things are going well on the field, so why not stir some things up within your fan base off the field? An open letter was sent yesterday by their CEO, Kevin Warren. I believe initially it was just addressed to their season ticket holders. Eventually it was as an open letter to their fan base that was posted on their Chicago Bears website. And basically, what you need to know is they've I mean, this has been rumored for years, and they've even confirmed it, so not even so much a rumor. They want to move the team to Arlington Park. They want to build a new stadium. The Bears want to have control of the stadium because they don't right now at Soldier Field in Chicago. So they've been trying to work with Cook County, the county down there, in terms of some assistance with some infrastructure things where the Bears would build the stadium, but then they want the county to build roads, infrastructure, things of that nature that would help alleviate some of the congestion that would happen on game days around their new stadium at Arlington Park. However, Cook County has told the Bears basically to kick rocks and that the project would not be a priority in 2026. So in a long letter, here is the money quote from this long letter from CEO Kevin Warren yesterday to Bears fans. Consequently, in addition to Arlington Park, we need to expand our search and critically evaluate opportunities throughout the wider Chicagoland region, including Northwest Indiana. Can you imagine the Gary Bears?
The only thing I hope for the new stadium, put in field turf.
Chewy,
so we don't have to.
Chewy, do you not understand what we're doing here?
Crappy playing surface.
I don't care
what? I really don't care. Illinois is a toilet. They're a disaster. Really could care less. It'd be nice for the Packers to go down once a year to play in a new stadium. But do I really care what the Bears? They're just dysfunctional. They are. They're dysfunctional.
I think we should
Arlington Park. Just pull the trigger and go there. And I know they still probably want assistance from the state, which they probably won't get.
Look, I think like Kenosha and Racine County should open their doors. 7 Mile Fair Bears. I think that has a ring to it.
That is almost sacrilegious, Gabe.
Oh, Can you imagine, though? Can you imagine the disdain of Bear fans
You would
when
want
they
the
have
Bears
to come
in
into Wisconsin? Yes, because of the sting of Bears fans. Every time they would have to cross the state line.
I would welcome the Bears to 7 Mile Fair Road, and they could build a stadium right there. Hell, Lake Geneva, it's basically all Illinois people anyway. Stick them there.
I would do it, and then I would put tolls all the way around the stadium.
Yeah.
Duh.
Okay.
See, now you're catching on.
All right.
Plus, we could always laud it over Bears fans. We saved your franchise.
I would think Indiana would be clamoring to get the stadium.
There's nothing going on in Gary, right? I mean, Gary's got nothing going for him.
They're not seriously considering Gary, though, are they?
No, but that's just when you think Northwest.
Northwest Indiana.
Yeah.
I mean, Gary, it's right there. It's right over the border.
Yeah, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
So, I mean, it's the thing that makes the most sense to me. This just brought me so much joy, Chew, because, again, like it seems like for years and years and years.
Gabe.
I know, but for years and years and years, this Bears team has been so dysfunctional. Just unable to keep a head coach. When they have a good one in Lovey, he has a winning record. They decide to fire him. They've been toiling around forever, trying to figure out their quarterback, their coach, their general manager. You have the number 1 pick. You use it. You fire that regime. You bring in a new one. Rinse and repeat. Bears are going to be dysfunctional. Well, now, it seemed like they hired the right head coach. He's been getting the most out of Caleb Williams. The Bears are in first place in the North. Like, things had been trending in the right direction, but it's like they can't help themselves. They have to, you know what? Things are going too well for us. Let's just show everybody just truly how dysfunctional we are. And it just warms my heart that the Bears, no matter what, even if the product on the field is good, the Bears are going to bear.
Have you guys been to the new stadium? I have not. Obviously, I played in the old stadium. I mean, the new stadium is ugly as sin. Have you been there?
I have not. I have not been to the new Soldier Field.
No.
The old one was so weird. It was a stadium inside of a stadium. It's very bizarre. And
I'm assuming the field conditions were just as bad when you played. Or you couldn't really tell because field conditions across the league were bad?
Yeah, they were. Like San Fran was. San Fran, the old Candlestick was built on a landfill, and it smelled like it. It's terrible. No, fields back then. I played in the original Veterans Stadium in Philly.
I don't even know if you can call that a field. I think that's just a parking lot.
I played in Cleveland Municipal Stadium where they called it painted dirt, and it was painted dirt. Terrible. So I think we didn't complain as much back then. Or at least we didn't complain externally. We complained internally. Now all these guys do is complain. They're complainers. Right?
That's rich coming from our foremost complainer.
This is
I'm allowed to.
This is pot calling Kevin Black situation here.
When you are eligible for your ARP card, you are allowed to complain. Am I right or wrong?
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to join that, right? Like, you don't have to be that way. That's just part of who NFL Boy is.
Secretly, you've just been waiting for the moment to when you could fully complain.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It was embarrassing when that came in the mail because I thought that was a 65-year-old.
No, I've known people who've got those in like their 40s.
Oh yeah,
where the AARP just starts sending those bad boys out.
Is that like the JV discount card?
Basically.
As I say, I don't know a whole lot about AARP.
Okay.
I'm not super well versed. I do know it has benefits, but past that, I got much for you.
But you can't say you're surprised by this whole Bear thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. It just warms my heart that especially coming into this game, Chew. Again, you are playing for first place in the NFC North. First time that this has happened this late in the season in that stadium against this team since 2013. Huge game. Huge game. You can bury the Green Bay Packers and make it tougher for our team up here to potentially make the postseason. There's a lot on the line in this game.
Yeah.
And your CEO decides now is the time to write an open letter to the fans saying, hey, we want to be in Arlington. Cook County doesn't want us, so we're looking for places, including Northwest Indiana.
Yeah, that's fair. It's kind of the same thing that's going on in Kansas City, isn't it? Nothing got rectified there. They're looking to go to Kansas. This is just what billionaires do,
Yeah,
Gabe.
I know this is what they do, but like
Billionaires, the last thing they want to do is
for their own
spend their
stuff.
own money.
But Chewy,
Right?
like this is something you could have easily done to try to get because even though it says in there, "Hey, this isn't about leverage," it's exactly about leverage.
Yes.
You're trying,
Yes,
you're
it's all
trying,
about
You're
leverage.
trying to make Cook County panic that you would actually leave their county.
You're leveraging your team potentially, like locking up the NFC North. You're leveraging the most success you've ever had.
Yeah.
It is. This is the type of stuff. This is what makes bad franchises bad franchises.
Yes.
Because they are not focused on the right things, which would be winning this season, doing as well as you can, and then dealing with that in the offseason.
And yeah, I was about to say, I understand. Like, if Cook County doesn't want to make you a priority in 2026, and now you know that, again, we're on the doorstep of 2026.
Right.
I get that. Makes sense. Well, then just quietly go about your business. Quietly try to find another place to do the leveraging that you want to do, and then when the offseason hits in late February, go, hey, here's what we're doing. Here's why we're doing it. Like, this could have come out in February. Instead of now being a distraction to your team and your fan base that, yeah, we might not be in Chicago.
We might not be even in Illinois. You might have to find a new state. You can't be the Chicago Bears of Indiana. Can't happen. Not
the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Yeah, I mean, just it is. Chewy's right. We all understand what's going on here. This is classic. We are going to try and use every bit we have to get what we want and the way we want it. But it's also the worst possible time.
Oh, it's terrible time. And again, this is a play out of every owner's playbook.
Yes.
When they're trying to
Hold on. Not Jerry Jones. Now, do you respect Jerry Jones a little more for doing what he did? He
paid for his own stadium? Yeah.
He paid for the stadium out of his own pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's for some reason understood very easily that if I make this into a place that can be more than just a football stadium, it's going to make me boatloads of money. And people were like, that's probably a good idea.
Final
Chicago,
Four, WrestleMania, how many ever concerts, like every big bowl games, big white college football games.
But if Chicago did the same thing and put a retractable roof on it, they could do the same thing. They could have national championship games. They could have.
Oh yeah, and they're going to put a roof. And here's the thing, too. Like, they're willing to spend $2 billion on the stadium, but they don't want to then spend the other money on the roads and infrastructure that's what they want the county to do. And then for that, they want to tax the people around that.
And they don't want to, then they don't want to benefit the community in the way they want to keep the money for themselves.
Do you guys think that's fair, though?
No.
Why don't you think it's fair?
Because they got the money, man.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do what Jerry did.
You think the Bears should put in the infrastructure as well?
Yes.
Well, obviously you have to work with the county in order to accomplish that. But the Bears should be footing the majority of that bill.
If they want help paying for it, then the community then gets partial bits of their
bits of the revenue.
Well, they're going to get the tax dollars.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, true. Come on.
I mean,
why do you live in Florida?
Here's okay. Here's the thing about Florida.
Blew up kind of quick.
Okay. Yeah, there's no income tax. Hold on. There's no income tax, but nobody works down here. So does it really matter? I mean, I love Florida. But the taxes down here are as bad as California. They just hide it better. Fair?
Sure.
I mean, most people do not work down here. So who gives a rip about income tax?
I mean, let's be honest here. Miami and all that are quite known for their money making. Sometimes it's a little surreptitious. Sometimes it's not.
Hold on.
Sometimes
Josh.
What are you saying about
Now,
Miami?
I'm not going to lie.
Look, what I'm saying.
I'm not going to lie because when you're a free agent and
the no income tax,
you look at places where there's no income tax because that's another 6% in the old pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes even more than that. Like if you were to go to, again, some of these other states. Some good reaction here on the Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776. Ryan from Aguanago. Even when we're not talking about the Packers, we still crap on Gary. It's fair. It's fair. Okay.
Is it fair? Have you been to Gary?
Yes, I've been to Gary. Yes, I have been to Gary, Indiana.
No. Have you driven through Gary, or have you actually?
Okay,
been
I've driven through Gary. All right, like,
Okay.
what reason would I have to stop in Gary,
True,
Indiana?
most times that's enough.
What reason? What? The first good story I hear about Gary, Indiana, or the next one is going to be the first one. No one has ever said anything good about Gary, Indiana.
No. Well, it's considered the armpit of the country.
Sam says the Tri-State Tollway Bears. Okay, I could get behind that. Tri-State Tollway Bears, no matter where they end up. There's an empty lot somewhere in Sheboygan they could play, is what Mitchell says. All right, it's getting them even closer up to Green Bay. And Linda's into my idea of having him move to Wisconsin. Put the stadium in Wisconsin. We can literally own the Bears, because no matter what, we can just hold it over their heads. Chew, our state saved your team. You guys needed a place to play, and we welcomed you with open arms, like the good neighbors we are. You're welcome for your football team, Bears fans. Like, that's what could happen.
Yeah, you know what else could happen? They could be pretty darn good, because, like you said, they got the right coach in place now. The chances of them figuring it out are slim to none.
Again, this just proves, again, it is so hard to succeed when you have incompetent leadership at this level, whether it's ownership, whether it's that president, CEO level. As the Packers learned for years and years and years, if you don't have competent leadership at the top, it's really hard to succeed in any sport, in any business.
No, I agree.
And
I agree.
Again, just this is a story that just warmed my heart.
No, I just think if you poll it, the numbers would be. No, I do not want the Bears in Wisconsin. I'm sorry.
Even with your putting tolls around the stadium?
No, I still don't want them here. Because it's like the jinx. Something will happen. You know what I mean? They're a jinx. Leave them where they're at. Indiana's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, the Gary Bears.
Yeah.
Packers versus Gary Bears. It has a ring to it, right? It's got a ring.
Sounds like a candy. Hey, give me a Gary Bear. Or a Gary Bear.
It doesn't matter. We get to the real X's and O's of Packers Bears. Jason Wilde joining us next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. But I got to tell you about Events by Design. Boost culture with captivating corporate events like appreciation parties, brand activations, and more. Because the creative team at Events by Design, they truly enjoy the work that they do, believing every event should not just be successful, but fun. One that people are still talking about years later. And what Events by Design can do, they can put on big, full events like they've done in the past, and they're completely responsible. Or you can bring in Events by Design to just add a little bit to the event that you're already planning. They're going to be able to come in, help us out like they did with our golf outing, or like they've provided support for the night markets over the summer months just outside our studios on Wisconsin Avenue. Retain top talent. Invest in that culture today. Just search online. Events by Design. They design. You party.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got an accident westbound 94 right at the ramp from 70th Street. It's off on the right shoulder, so just be careful if you're heading through that area. Right now, westbound is backing up from just before the stadium interchange to Holly Road. Eastbound, you're seeing delays from about 76th Street through to Holly Road as well. Northbound 41 North Avenue starts to slow down up past Burleigh. Traffic is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurants, providing memorable experiences for nearly 30 years. Get the perfect holiday gift this season, a Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, windy and rainy, chance for snow showers later on. A high of 46, but the temps will be falling throughout the day. Tonight, mostly cloudy and breezy, a low of 12. Weather is brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Their first two-man scramble of the season is underway. Play Paynes Valley for a shot at cash prizes. Must play by December 31st. Sign up now at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S. and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is kicking off their first tournament of the season with $1,000 in cash prizes. This is Gary Ellerson, inviting you to team up for a two-man scramble at Paynes Valley. Play it on their spacious state-of-the-art golf simulators. Sign up now at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. Just $120 per team, and you must finish your round by December 31st. This is their first of many winter tournaments. Keep an eye on their website. Take on Paynes Valley starts today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Ready, down, put.
All Packers, all the time.
He was a field tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Jason Wilde is brought to you by Lakeland Supply. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project? Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Visit extpros.com. Also brought to you by Century Foods. Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
He is our friend. He is our teammate. He is Jason Wilde. He joins us 3 times a week here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Good morning, Jason.
Gentlemen, good morning. How are you?
Doing well. Are you driving down? Are you going to go down to Chicago to cover this game on Saturday night?
I am going to Chicago to cover this game, yeah.
Okay, so would you consider continuing to do that when this team inevitably moves to Gary, Indiana?
Yeah, look, the Packers haven't done everything right? Like, let's be honest, hiring Ray Rhodes, mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Harlan acknowledged that one of his biggest mistakes was stripping Mike Sherman of his GM duties, but not just making a clean break and hiring Ted and letting Ted hire a new coach. The way Mark Murphy, who's on a billboard for UW Green Bay as I cross the 172 bridge, handled the Mike McCarthy firing, that he had to come back to the building the next day to say goodbye to his team. Like, they're not perfect. But my God, what must it be like to be a Bears fan? Like, You're winning. You're in first place. You've got this enormous swath of land in Arlington Heights or whatever it is. You have your historic stadium that you put a spaceship inside of on the shores of Lake Michigan. And now you're going to move to Northwest Indiana? Like, they are the kings of the unforced error. And I understand it's leverage and this and that and the next thing. But man, oh man, they're just, like, they just can't have nice things. They got to do stupid stuff, don't they?
Yep.
That's why they're the Bears.
That's why we're all on the same page. Yep.
Jason,
Bears are going to bear.
Jason, what was your take on Rashawn Gary's little interview there in the locker room? I would have called it slightly delusional. Are they told to speak like that, stay positive, or is this just...
No. I mean, both Elton Jenkins and Zach Tom this year, when asked by me to assess their performance, used the same four-letter word that starts with S, ends in T, and has high in the middle to describe their performance.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want to trash Rashawn Gary. He is a different person than me. So if that is the mentality he needs to have to give himself the best chance to succeed, okay. I don't agree, but he gets to live his life the way he wants to live his life. But to say, I think I've been playing great when you are a pass rusher who has not had a sack in 7 consecutive games, you are asking for people to use the word that you just used, right? Which is delusional. Like, I'm not saying you have to say, I played like blank. I'm not saying you have to say that. Like, I respect guys who say that and then say, I have to pick up my game. Like, I have to be better. And I respect that. But, at least some acknowledgement that, hey, what I have done in the last 7 games, I've set the edge great, whatever you want to say. But at some point in your answer, it should include, I gotta get to the quarterback, especially now without Micah. These guys are looking to me to deliver. I have got to be better, and I promise I will be. I will work my butt off so I can lift this team up and do this in honor of my fallen teammate. I'm going to play better, something like that. And that was not what I got.
God, I would love to ask him, Jason. And I would ask him because I don't care. I'd be like, the M on you in college is that you're lazy. And I think people kind of see trends and I'd say, are you lazy? Are you lazy? You play half the plays. Micah Parsons just blew by you like you were standing still, chasing down a ball carrier. That to me looks like a loaf. Are you lazy? Because I think you're lazy.
Yeah, let me know what day you want to come up. I'd love to have you.
Jeez, I'm crow. I just, I told the story yesterday.
What is that? Bring your Packers Hall of Famer to work day?
Yeah, that's a great idea. I love it. We can even call it that.
Jason, I played for Coughlin 1 year in college, and he was the only coach that tracked loafs for every player. And he would harp on it to your face. I remember the one guy, you had 7 loafs. You know what? That's my job for this game. I'm going to chart what I think his loafs are. If I think he's loafing.
You think you're going to be able to stay up that late?
It's a Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Man, 8:20 kickoff Eastern, though?
Take a nap first.
Jason, because when I played, that is the one thing that would drive. Andy didn't chart him, but he would say, "Are you going 100% here? Are you going 100%?" Yeah.
Yeah, and no, I do, and I totally agree with you. And as I said to somebody yesterday, because we were talking about that same, I think there were actually multiple plays, but there's one in particular where like Parsons is 3 steps behind him in pursuit and passes him like a NASCAR driver like Cole Trickle in Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
And the person I was talking to was like, well, yeah, but that's Micah Parsons. And I was like, well, yeah, but that doesn't mean that he should be able to make up that much ground
that
and
quickly.
surpass him. Yeah, exactly. Like, I understand he's a freak. I get it. I do. But, and again, I struggle with that is, and I've told you guys this a bunch, like, and Elton and Zach Tom are great examples of it. Like, I always want, there are other people who have done this job that if they were going to rip you, they were just going to rip you, and they're probably going to use anonymous scouts to do it. And I just want to give guys a chance to, for lack of a better term, tell their side of the story. And that was, I stood there, and there's a young guy from the CBS affiliate up here, Kyle Malzahn, who does a really good job. And I could tell he asked the question before mine, and like he was trying to give him the opportunity. How do you assess the way you've played this season? And he turned and Rashawn turned it into a team question. So then the old guy jumps in, me, to ask specifically about his performance. And I just thought, we're giving you the opportunity here. Are you going to take it or not? And obviously, as it turned out, the answer, narrator, he did not.
We talking with Jason Wilde, Lakeland. He's brought to you by Lakeland Supply. They're in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. Jason, rank these guys from most likely to least likely to play. Zach Tom, Josh Jacobs, Christian Watson, Evan Williams.
Great question. I'm going to start at the bottom.
Okay.
Evan Williams. He's got an MCL. Again, this is it's not science. I don't have my hands on his MRI. It's reading people, which I think I'm okay at. In my conversation with him yesterday, he made some comments about, look, I have to be smart. We have more games ahead. If they clear me, I'm obviously playing. I'm never going to not play. But he sounded like a guy that is not close. So I'm going to say no on him. I'm going to say maybe on Zach Tom. I'm going to say probably on Christian Watson. And I'm going to say something short of definitely. I want to leave some wiggle room on Jacobs. But I think Jacobs, I think they finally, even though he was against it, I think they're basically putting him on the Chad Clifton plan.
Yeah, Chad Clifton, like, Sterling Sharp, Charles Woodson plan, sure.
Yeah, and I just think that's smart. I mean, you saw what he did without practicing.
Seemed to be okay.
Essentially, except for, I thought my favorite moment yesterday, other than Halfley predicting that Parsons will break the sack record, which we don't even know what it's going to be yet.
Since Myles Garrett's about to set it.
Has 3 more games. Yeah. Was when Stenos was talking about what a great catch that was by Jacobs. And I said, because he said he's got great hands. It's amazing what great hands he has. Which I said, well, then why the hell don't you throw him the ball more? Which is is a little bit of an irreverent way to ask a question. But I thought I could get away with it with Steno. And I think it's a fair question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he's that good, why is this a guy who, I think he's now second in receptions on the team with 33. But, this guy got to Green Bay without ever having caught a touchdown pass. It's just crazy. So I'm eager to see if they use him that way more. But, again, they also have to be smart with him because every game, after a very brief number of snaps, that knee starts to balloon up on him.
Jason, I know you don't have your boots on the ground, but do you think Odunze is going to play?
That's a great question because obviously his availability changes things for their offense, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's Christian Watson to Jordan Love the way, and he's that way with Caleb Williams, but he's an important piece I don't know. I haven't talked to. I think we're having Sylvie on today on our show. I'll ask him. But yeah, that's an important piece. I mean, people that were taking victory laps on their Bears fan friends, I'm sure they were leaving that little piece of information out from the game 2 weeks ago.
Jason, as much as I have hope that Jeff Hafley sticks around for 2026, every time you guys talk to him, I just walk away like impressed and depressed all at the same time because there's just no way. Like, how does that guy, how is he not walking into a room and just acing an interview for a head coaching job? Like, he's going to nail it.
I hope he sucks though. Yeah, no, I hope he totally bombs. Yeah, I mean, look, he's great for us, and I would say this, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with this, but if you listen to some of the stuff he says that's causing you to walk away that way, there feels like there's a little bit of a tinge of references to his head coaching experience. There was another one yesterday, and I just. And look, if I'm trying to become an NFL head coach, I would do that too. But that has just intensified my feeling of, all right, this guy's going to get a bunch of interviews. Now, your only hope is that he will Ben Johnson this.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, look, I'm good enough that I'll have plenty of interest next hiring cycle too, and the jobs that are available to me suck.
I mean, now, Jason, if he's putting it on Micah to break the sack record, and he said he's putting it on him and Micah, I mean, he's got to stick around and see that through, right?
I couldn't, that was one of the things that we were talking about after the presser. Like, yeah, that'll be great when he breaks the record for some other guy coaching him. And I said, well, he did say it's on him and it's on me. I don't think that's binding.
No? Can we make it binding? Can we retroactively make it binding?
Yeah, no, I don't. Okay. I don't think so. But look, let's be honest, if he gets offered the Giants job, he's taking it. I mean, his mom, who is widowed and lost, his dad died in 2014. She watches our press conferences with her son. So there's no way that he's passing up a chance to coach the team that he grew up rooting for. But the other jobs, would you want to work in Tennessee given their track record? I wouldn't. Like, I'd rather stay a defensive coordinator than work there.
Well, they had one of the best coaches in the league, and they fired him.
Yeah, exactly. And look what he's doing in New England, right? So the way I view this is if it's the Giants, he's gone. If it's some of the other jobs, there's an outside chance that Ben Johnson's it. Because, again, for those people that don't know, Ben Johnson had a chance to leave going into last year and had interviews and had offers.
He was on a plane. He was on a plane to Washington and decided, nah, this isn't for me, and had them turn the plane around.
Yep. So that is the last great hope of Gabe Neitzel right there.
All right. Well, we'll continue to be hopeful, but no matter what, we may still have the Gary Bears.
Jason, one more.
Yeah. I was just going to say, what kind of selfish person wishes for someone not to get a job? What kind of a person? What kind of character does that show for someone who I thought was a man of high character? But I'm doing the same thing. So who am I to judge? Yes, Chewy.
Same boat.
Jason, did you get a chance to talk to Rasheed Walker? And I'm not saying he's Anthony Munoz, but he had the worst game probably of his career. In his block better D ends than that. To me, looking at it, I would say you weren't ready to play this game. Did you get a chance to talk to him at all?
So he was sitting naked with a towel eating his lunch.
Okay.
Which, again, I don't – yeah, thanks. That's why I shared it with you guys. Because if I had to see it, you guys have to hear it. I have a policy a minimum of underwear. That's been in place
or a jock strap.
Ever since Free demonstrated getting off jam coverage with jock strap. Which, by the way, I texted him yesterday because when I asked you about the miraculous hamstring, I decided I wanted to do something on that this week, and I talked to Sean Jones for a while yesterday.
Salad?
So anyway, if I could get back to the naked man eating his lunch. I did not speak to him. He has, ever since that undefeated thing happened, he has really shut down. And while he makes himself available, it is not productive use of my time. But if I see him today, I will ask him about what he thought of how things went on Sunday and how he intends to bounce back. And I'm sure he'll take a page out of Rashawn Gary's book and say, I think I'm playing great.
Jason, one question, not a question, but I just want to tell you this one thing about Sean Jones because you covered him. Did you know that he would come into work with his street clothes on, just put his sweats, his sweatpants and sweatshirt over his street clothes, work the whole day, go to practice, come back to the locker room after practice, take his sweatshirt off and his sweatpants, not shower, and just go home? And we gave him the nickname Salad. Gabe and Josh think it's a horrible nickname. I think it's great.
Well, because you can't explain why you called him Salad.
Because if you work up salad too much, it'll wilt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jason, did you know that?
I just opened a bag of salad last night. Yeah, it smelled terrible. I had to throw it away. It was expired. I did not know that. I did not bring that up with him. He did. He was, but for the record, he was very funny talking about the miraculous hamstring recovery. How God healed Reggie's hamstring. He said Reggie did not have the greatest pain tolerance among the players on your team. So it may not have been he did not see the scans, but he did not believe the hamstring was torn off the bone that was reported at the time.
All right. Looking forward to this story, Jason. And looking forward to Wilde and Tausch coming up at 9 o'clock this morning.
All right, guys, have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde joins us 3 times a week here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. If you're looking for a new car, truck, or SUV, now is the time to buy because Ewald Automotive Group's year-end sale is here. They're saying yes to the lowest prices of the year on over 1,500 new and pre-owned vehicles. Yes to 0% financing. Yes to maximum trade values. And yes to no payments until 2026. It's Ewald's year-end sale. It's going now on now through year-end. I've trusted Ewald ever since I came to Milwaukee over 12 years ago. You should be trusting Ewald as well because they're always going to take care of you. Go to ewaldauto.com. Credit on select models. Interest accrues from date of purchase. Expires month end.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got a crash on 94 westbound right about at 70th Street. Looks like it's a semi involved. Off on the right shoulder, though. Folks are getting past it without too much of an issue. It is going to be slow, though, from about 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. We got eastbound backing up as well from before 84th Street to Hawley Road. Northbound on the bypass, we've got backups between Beloit Road and Lincoln. Northbound on 41, backing up between Mayfair Road and Burleigh, a little bit past Burleigh, not quite to Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, windy and rainy, a chance for snow showers later on, a high of 46 with the temperatures falling throughout the day. Tonight, mostly cloudy and breezy, a low of 12. Weather is brought to you by Tsunami Express. Tsunami Express Car Wash is now open at 10928 West Oklahoma Avenue. Grab your free T2 wash with graphene through December 21st. Wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers, believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods.
Now through Wednesday, save on 10 to 20 count selected varieties, hefty storage or freezer bags, 2 for $4. 8 to 13.1 ounce selected varieties, Old Dutch Crunch, Ripple Potato, or Tortilla Chips, 2 for $5.50. 24.5 ounce selected varieties, Welch's Sparkling Juice, $3.49. 12 to 36 count selected varieties, Rhodes Dinner or Cinnamon Rolls, $3.99.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
2 over the top.
Free from Century Foods.
Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
The holiday season is here, and the countdown to 2026 has begun at Lake Lawn Resort. With all the holiday stress happening these days, imagine waking up next to a cozy fire in your own private suite along the shoreline of Delavan Lake. Enjoy much-deserved pampering at the award-winning Caladora Spa and special holiday dining options throughout the resort all month long, including at the signature 1878 on the lake. Book your holiday escape today, and don't forget to purchase those last-minute gift cards and receive free bonus money at Lake Lawn Resort, where the spirit of the season comes to life and everything is truly better at the lake.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You got to have a condiment with the bread.
Yeah, you want some sort of
alone.
Yeah, you want some sort of lubricant with the bread. Yes, that's correct.
Yes,
it's just necessary.
You follow?
Like you don't just be sitting there eating like pieces of white bread with nothing on it.
Can't be going dry.
Yeah, it can't be raw dog and just white bread.
On 94.5 ESPN.
I just said this to Jason, but every time I watch a Jeff Hafley presser, it's painfully obvious. He's not sticking around. There's just no way that guy is going to not go into a room and impress the people. Like, it's almost to the point, Chew, where I'm surprised he didn't get the Jets job somehow, because I know that was the one he interviewed for. And maybe the Jets had their minds made up and they wanted to go after Aaron Glenn because of the ties, to that organization and pick him up from the Lions last year. But I don't know how he just can't go in and just wow everybody that he talks to, because that's how impressive he is every time he speaks to the media.
Oh. I mean, yeah, he's head coaching material. He's very, very good at coach speak, which you have to be in order to be a coach.
Oh, yeah. But he's been a head coach before. Like, all of the, he checks all these different boxes in terms of what teams are looking for in terms of a head coach candidate.
Yes, I have a problem with his gush over Rashawn Gary when it's clearly not warranted. And do you hold these guys accountable? I mean, it's different being a coordinator as opposed to a coach, but
I mean, I guess I look at the Gary thing. I know you're caught up on it. I'm not. Like, he's going to step up. He's going to step up and he's going to defend his guy in the media. Like, that's all that is. And
yeah,
I think.
What about behind closed doors?
I mean, you've seen the snap counts, Chew. When he's losing playing time. If he's losing playing time, and now obviously he's not going to lose playing time because Micah Parsons is out, and it's kind of a whole all hands on deck situation. But when his snap counts were going down and Kingsley Angabare's were going up, like, what more accountability could exist in terms of your playing time is going down?
Yeah, and look, I would not have a problem with Rashawn Gary if he was making $12 million a year. I would say this is what you get for $12 million a year. This shouldn't be when a person is making A player money, and I get it, not all the time you're going to play like an A player, but man, you can't play like a C player. I'm sorry. You can't, Gabe. And I told you my formula for a team winning the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, now you want me to have all of a sudden the second best D end in the league has gone down, and you want me to have confidence that he's going to pick up his game? I mean, don't pee in my lemonade and tell me it's lemonade.
Don't think that's the saying. I don't think that's the saying.
I think, what's the saying? Down my back and it's raining.
There you go.
Yeah, but that one's a little
Is it usually
down.
leg,
Hey,
too?
usually it's leg.
But it's beat down. It's beat down, Josh. I'm trying to create new stuff. I'm trying to, like, nicknames. Like, you guys are the absolute worst at judging nicknames. You shouldn't even judge them, because the guy behind the glass, I gave a nickname to, and there's so many people that call him that now. Matter of fact, if you went to Adam Schefter, a national known individual, and I said, someone went up and said, what's the first thing you think of Adam when you hear the word Joshy? He'd go, producer in Milwaukee. You're welcome.
Wait, you're taking claim to the nickname Scalzo gave me when I first started radio?
No, that was me.
I had never even spoken to you by the time I got that nickname.
Additionally,
and it's just a Y at the end of it.
I was about to say, additionally, let's not pretend that. I mean, again, while a lot
I
of
know
people
there's not a lot of effort in it. Yes, there's not. But that's how he's associated of a nickname that I gave him.
Why do you think you gave it to him? I mean, realistically, what you did is you called our previous producer Ashy.
Yep.
And then you just decided to call this one Joshy.
What do you call the big lerp, Gabe? What do you call him?
I call him Ashy.
Welcome.
And I feel like that, yes, that is a nickname that I don't think I heard anybody call Ashton Rotman Ashy.
I used to listen to your show, Joshy, with those guys. They called you Josh. They never called you Joshy. Never.
I have bad news for you. As somebody who was being called it.
No. So you guys are fired. Because Jason totally gets salad. He totally gets
Honestly, that is the first time that you have actually explained to us why he was called salad. There have been other times. I was about to say, every other time I have pushed you on, hey, why do you call him salad?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
And you just came up with the salad wilting thing on the spot right there in the moment?
Yeah, sure. Well, it makes sense. I shouldn't have to explain it. I mean, it's self-explanatory.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Nobody understands
If you heat up salad, it'll wilt.
Yes. And that's the first time you have ever said that when I've asked you, why did you guys call Sean Jones salad? I have asked that question multiple times over the years, and that is the first time you've given any sort of reasonable explanation.
I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, I gave tons of Packers their nicknames.
Well, so Antonio Freeman, who Jason also talked to.
No, I didn't give him that.
Oh, you didn't give him? You didn't give him Hulu Duck?
I gave up Mike Pryor commitments. Mine tended to get a little long. We had a trainer, Sam Ramsden. I called him Sam I Am, Green Eggs and Sam. No, that's how I would have, because he taped my ankles.
Isn't the point of a nickname to keep it shorter?
If it fits.
Memorable.
Yeah, if it fits. You know?
Instead of saying, although this obviously continues with you today, Jake the Snake on the Lake.
Jake the Snake, that's a solid. The Blammer, Doc, Bro, all the same person.
So
yeah,
got
I'm
three
solid.
nicknames for one person.
Yeah, I'm good at it. I'm just, I'm going to go a little Rashawn Gary. I'm really good at it. I'm really good. Now, you guys are going to push back and say good, which is fine. I can take good.
I mean, because even if I give you credit for Joshy, if I were to do that, which I am not, by the way.
So
it's not like you took a ton of creativity. You just took the last one and you're like, oh, I called him Ashy, so I'm going to call this one Joshy.
Gabe, I can't let this go, okay? Because we fought about it after Josh left the production meeting this morning.
Yep.
And you didn't want to bring it up.
No, I don't want to bring it up. Because we can't contextualize why we would want to talk about this.
Well, it's very simple. All I want to say is, if a person's a thief, they can still be a good guy. Josh, would you agree with that?
I would say no, because there's an inherent dishonesty.
No, can still be a good guy. Now, am I going to leave my wallet hanging around? But you can still go out and have a good time. I've got like 3 examples.
There's a difference.
That's not a good guy.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
I'm telling you,
I know
good guy.
People who I'd never call a good guy, but they're a good time. There's a lot of those.
I think you're getting a little semantically on me, if that's a word.
Nope.
I still think you can be. Gabe,
Should I
you
put it
can.
on the
I'm
poll?
telling you.
Our friends at Infinity Exteriors. Can you be a thief and a good guy?
I would still hang out with the individual, but I'd have one of those chain things on my wallet.
You put a chain on your wallet.
Which I have, by the way. I do have one of those.
I mean, you were coming of age in the 90s. Of course you had one.
Yeah. You guys are wrong. You're wrong.
Well, we'll throw it on the poll. We'll try to get an answer for Chewy. Can you be a thief and a good guy? Again, cannot provide the context in which this conversation came up. I do want to talk about somebody, though, that was on the Pat McAfee show yesterday. And a lot of Packer fans up in arms with the current general manager because he would not give this guy a chance a handful of years ago. We dive into that next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Take a trip to Jackpot Land at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play with your Potawatomi Rewards card for a share of $300,000 each month and entries into December's Jackpot Land drawings, where another $300,000 in cash and prizes is waiting to be won. Plus, your drawings from September, October, and November all count as well. It is only at Potawatomi. More information is available online. Must be 21 years old and a rewards member to play.
Looking for the early gift for the basketball fan on your list? This holiday season, Fiserv Forum brings the heat with the Milwaukee Hoop Showdown. Friday, December 19th, the Wisconsin Badgers versus Villanova at 7 p.m. But first, UW Milwaukee takes on South Dakota State at 4. 2 big games, 1 electric night, all under one roof. Check off that holiday list and get your tickets now at FiservForum.com/showdown. The Badgers headline the action on Friday, December 19th, and you don't want to miss it. Visit FiservForum.com/showdown.
Christmas is a time of generosity.
Kessler's wants to be generous, and we suspect that you want to be generous too. Let's team up.
This year, we're going to make it possible for you to be more generous than ever.
Number 1, Kessler's has a big selection of delightful diamond jewelry priced at $150 on up.
Number 2, great gifts at affordable prices such as sterling silver earrings, pendants, and bracelets to fit every look and every personality.
Number 3, with your purchase of more than $299, you'll get a bonus gift worth at least $90.
You can choose from a lucky 4-leaf clover pendant
or a 22-inch stainless steel curb chain, ion plated in yellow gold.
And please, please don't get all cleaned up and dressed up. This is Kessler's, your home away from home.
If you're wearing muddy boots and your pajama bottoms, that's totally fine.
We've all done it.
Come to Kessler's.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Retail stores may be easy to shop at, but nothing beats a gift that lasts. Give the gift of basketball with Precision Sports Services. Get 10% off any basketball hoop and installation package now through the end of the year. Premium products, professional in-house installation. Visit Precision Sports Services and make your holidays a slam dunk.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Is your business ready to take the next step? At Fifth Third Commercial Bank Wisconsin, our team of local experienced advisors is here to propel you forward. We understand your needs and offer in-depth expertise, cutting-edge technology, and tailored solutions to streamline your cash collections, automate payments, and safeguard your assets with top-notch fraud mitigation tools. Contact Fifth Third in downtown Milwaukee today. Let's eliminate the non-value add work so you can focus on what truly matters, growing your business. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Give the gift of a special night out from the Bartolotta Restaurants. Purchase a gift card at bartolottas.com and get a $20 holiday bonus for every $100 you spend. Happy holidays from all of us at the Bartolotta Restaurants, and thank you, Milwaukee.
You are listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Where else can you get football analysis that includes things like dropsies and pixies and interceptsies and flowy? It's flowy. The offense needs to be more flowy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
A lot of people pointing towards Robin Hood as somebody who was a thief and a good guy.
Yep. Made my point.
I don't know. I guess I just don't know if Robin Hood was ultimately a good guy. I mean,
Steal
you think
from the rich, give to the poor?
Yeah, but you think Maid Marian? I mean, she probably had a little bit of money. You think she was a little bit nervous hanging around Robin Hood?
I bet it was a good time. Probably paid for a lot of drinks.
I don't know if he did because he was too busy giving that money to the poor.
Him.
Yeah, he's a little bit. He was busy giving that money to the poor.
See?
So we've got that out there. That is our Infinity Exteriors poll of the day. Can you be a thief and a good guy? Meanwhile, J.J. Watt appeared on the Pat McAfee show yesterday, and there was a dream. And there was even, because again, flight tracking is what we do ever since Brett Favre back in 2008. There was some flight tracking going on back when J.J. Watt was truly a free agent when he ultimately signed at the Arizona Cardinals. But that's not where he wanted to go. Here's what he revealed yesterday on the Pat McAfee show.
I wanted to play for the Packers in free agency.
I know you.
I wanted to go to Green Bay.
And what
They
happened?
were not interested.
What?
That was old regime.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got Ed Policy now.
Finish your story.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I wanted to go. I told my agents, I don't care what the number is. I don't care how low it is. Tell me what it is so I can at least consider it. I said, I'm not saying it's a guarantee to take it, but I said, if it's $2 million, if it's $4 million, whatever the number is, put it in front of me so that I can at least consider it against all these options. And they said, we can't get a number.
They didn't even make an offer to J.J. Watt?
I don't
What year
I don't
is
know
this?
if it
What
was.
year?
This was 2020. This was right before I went to Arizona. It was 2021.
Oh, so you're still playing football?
2020.
You were still.
You
should have
kicked the door down. Went in there.
Yeah,
This is my free agent, my real free agency.
Yeah.
I said you go through the list of everything on what you want to do, where would you like to go, what are you looking for? And I said the ideal situation for me would be to go play for the Green Bay Packers. That's where I grew up. I watched Reggie White. That would be incredible. I said I'll take a significant hometown discount to play there. And I said, but I just need to know what that looks like so I can at least consider it against all options. And I was not given a number to consider.
So a lot of Packer fans not taking that well. He ultimately signed a 2-year, $31 million deal to close out his career in Arizona, where he got hurt in 2021. But in 2022, he ended up with 12 and a half sacks in his final year in the league.
That is bizarre, but there is a track record of Wisconsin GMs steering clear of guys with Wisconsin connections. You go back to Terrell Buckley, Troy Vincent. Who would you rather have taken?
Clearly Troy Vincent.
I think there was an opportunity, was it for them to take Lee Evans?
Took Robert Ferguson instead.
instead of Lee Evans, and Lee Evans turned out, I believe, to be the better receiver.
That is correct.
They took, God, his name is escaping me, the other D-end instead of taking T.J. Watt.
Well, no, what they ended up doing, they traded out of the spot where T.J. went and then took Kevin King.
But they could have had T.J. Watt.
Yes, they were in the spot. They traded with the Steelers and then out of the first round, eventually took Kevin King early in the second round as their first
And then
pick.
who's the guy I'm thinking of that hurt his foot in Green Bay and had a very, very short career?
Vince Beagle?
Vince Beagle.
Yeah, because in that same draft, they ended up taking Vince Beagle in the third or fourth round. I can't remember. I think it might have been the fourth round.
Yeah. So there is a track record, but the fact that he would play for that discounted a price.
Well, I guess that is the nuance in there, is that he wouldn't have necessarily played on a 2-year, $10 million contract for $5 a year.
Yeah.
But he just wanted to know what the offer was because that's how badly he wanted to play there versus going to Arizona for $31 million. You know, like he wanted to know what it was just so he could compare it to other offers. And to not even just float something out there.
Yeah, that's weird because if it was comparable money, you know, he was getting up there in years. He was clearly on the back end. I could see them not matching Arizona's offer.
Oh, sure.
But, I mean, if he was willing to go there for...
Yeah, but why not just...
I don't know. He said $5 million would have gotten it done.
Yeah. So, yeah, why not just offer a 2-year, $10 million deal?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's the same thing if you go back to Jordy Nelson.
Yeah.
Where Aaron Rodgers and Devontae told him you can't take that. That's too low.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to Aaron Jones. The offer that they made was basically a non-offer.
Not even offering Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
The Devontae thing where they could have signed him the year before. Because he still had game in him. Still does.
I think by and large, when you take all those guys and all the times the Packers have not offered guys extensions late in their careers, they're mostly right. But there are times within the context of a team and what you need and what could be an extra boost that they seem to also stray away, and it's probably the incorrect decision.
Well, I mean, especially they still had the Smith brothers. They still had Za'Darius and Preston. But at that point, rotating JJ in with those guys at that point in his career for $5 million, like that seems like it would have been a no-brainer because they were coming off of 2020 NFC Championship game at home, #1 seed. All right, what can we do to try to put this team over the top? Like that, just sprinkle in just situational JJ. Like I guess I would have looked at that similarly, and it would have cost a lot less money when they got Julius Peppers. You know, you're not expecting to get Hall of Famer Julius Peppers, but you sprinkle in a future Hall of Famer and limit his reps. What could have been?
It's just bizarre to me because obviously they swung and missed on his brother. Looking back now, you know, would that have softened the blow?
I disagree with your characterization because they didn't swing at all.
Yeah,
they passed. They passed. They just sat there and watched They just watched it go by.
Intentional walk. Yeah.
You know what happened by that is they said they didn't think there was much difference between T.J. Watt and Vince Beagle.
Yeah.
And they thought they were getting the same player just later in the draft at a better value.
I do remember. Yeah.
Oof.
Well, they were wrong.
Didn't work out great there.
I was a Vince Beagle guy, too.
Oh, so was I, because he was really good at Wisconsin.
Yes. And he was very athletic, too. He did all the testing, met all the stuff he wanted to. One of them is just probably going to be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, no, one of them is going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, he tied the sack record, which we're going to forget about because of what, Myles Garrett is doing this year. But
also, if we go back and look at that T.J. Watt sack record,
he could have broke it. He should have broke it.
Well, they gave him some friendly ones.
Oh, did they?
Uh-huh.
Well, they gave one that they ruled an abandoned play instead of giving him a sack, too, that year.
Was Brett playing?
Careful now. I don't want Gastineau coming after you, too, now. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy back in 2 minutes.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Earlier accident westbound 94 at 70th Street looks like has been cleared out of the way. So we're moving along pretty well through there. However, we are seeing delays from just before 27th Street past Mitchell Boulevard. And then you're back on the brakes from Moreland Road all the way past Calhoun. Broken down vehicle off on the right shoulder just past Calhoun as well. So heads up with that. We've got westbound 894 backing up out of the Mitchell interchange heading towards 76th Street. Eastbound slowing down from just about 84th Street all the way to Loomis. So give yourself that extra time. Northbound 4394 backing up out of the Mitchell interchange up past Oklahoma Avenue and then from Lincoln to the high-rise bridge. Traffic is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurants, providing memorable experiences for nearly 30 years. Get the perfect holiday gift this season, a Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, windy and rainy, chance for snow showers later on. A high of 46, but those temps will be falling throughout the day. Tonight, mostly cloudy and breezy with a low of 12. Weather's brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround. For all your printing needs, bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
You know what's great? Your contracting business is getting bigger. Here's the thing. The bigger your business, the bigger your pile of day-to-day tasks. Invoices, inventory, accounting. As you keep growing, so does the list. Service Titan is here to bring that list of tasks down to size. Our all-in-one solution for the trades makes managing your business needs, all of them, easier and faster than ever before. Learn how Service Titan can help manage the day-to-day of your business. Visit servicetitan.com.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Latta.
Kind of underneath the surface of Packers-Bears week has been this conversation that we had, and Chewy, you're the one who brought it up with Rob Domofsky, in terms of, hey, okay, now that Micah's out, what are you going to do with Matt LaFleur as the head coach? And Rob basically told us that he thinks there's a real possibility that Ed Policy wants to go back to the way things used to be, where Policy is in charge of the GM is in charge of hiring and firing the coach, and that there's a real chance that, Goody just becomes the guy who runs all of the football stuff. If you were Brian Gutekunst and you were given that choice, what would your choice be on Matt LaFleur?
Do you guys think it has anything to do on how he finishes out the season?
It can't.
Injuries be damned.
I don't think it can. I don't think you're going to take a 3-game sample size and put somebody who's been here. Like, I'm not going to weigh the 3 games versus the 6.5 years of everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess if the only way I could see that factoring into is if they completely fall apart and lose every game 31-7. You know, just get their doors blown off. They look lifeless. The team's not responding to him. Like, that's the only way I could see that possibly factoring in.
I'm just looking at it from LaFleur's standpoint, where the guy was an equal. Now he's your boss. You're dealing with an extension. Would LaFleur say, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. I mean, because like I said a million times, egos have a big part to play in this. Mm-hmm. I just don't see LaFleur take that laying down where he would say, no, I'll coach one more year and then I'm going to go somewhere else. Because the relationship with Ron and Mike they had their moments. Moments. But in the end, they worked together. Now, Ron was upset over the whole Seattle thing. He was, right, wrong, or indifferent.
Understandable.
Because I think Ron which he did, he only wanted to GM like maybe 2 more years.
Yep.
What did he wind up doing? So Mike leaves, they hire Ray.
So Mike left after the 98 season. They hired Ray in 99, fired Ray, hired Sherman in 2000, and I think by 2001, it was I think it was after the 2001 season maybe where they gave Sherman the head coach and GM. So if Holmgren would have stuck around for 2 or 3 more years, he would have been head coach and GM of the Packers.
And Mike was one of the first ones to get that tag because he wanted to be both.
Yes.
And I think it upset Ron because Ron probably would have negotiated with him and said, Mike, just let me do this 2 more years and I'll hand over the reins for you.
Yeah.
But Mike, and I can't blame Mike. You really can't because he's a West Coast guy from San Francisco. I know his wife wanted to get back to the West Coast, and a lot of coaches get burnt out in the cities they're in.
Yeah, sure.
At least during that era. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he'd run his course here in Green Bay, but I do remember Ron being a little upset on how that went down.
Well, I just think of it this way too, Chew. Like if... Again, this could play out in so many different ways. And maybe it just ends up being the simplest thing where, hey, everybody, this is the way we're going. Goody's getting his contract extension. Goody goes, man, I can't. I mean, even if we've had our differences, we've obviously worked well together. There's been a lot of success. We're building something here. I'm going to extend Matt LaFleur. But
you know what was crazy back in the day, Gabe, and I don't know if they do it this way anymore? Ron was responsible for negotiating Mike's contract.
Oh, yeah.
So would that mean that policy would negotiate Goody's contract and then Goody would negotiate?
Yeah, I think that's the way that would
contract.
work. Yeah. I mean, and I guess the forgotten guy in all this is Russ Ball. But I guess nobody necessarily cares.
All right, let me ask you this.
The cap guy.
Do you think, because I'm going to the Seattle model under Pete Carroll, where John Schneider, who I love, John's a great guy. He was with me all those years in Green Bay. John was the GM, but Pete had the power.
Pete had the final say on personnel.
That
was in his contract,
personnel.
yes.
Do you think Matt LaFleur, let's just say they go to the playoffs, win 1 game and lose. Mm-hmm. Do you think Matt LaFleur has earned that as a coach to get the Pete Carroll model?
I say no, because that's just not a lot of places have that anymore, right? Like maybe because New England's weird, they don't technically have a GM, but Elliott Wolf is running all that side of things. I don't know who has final say there, if it's Elliott Wolf or if it's...
Kansas City does because they have a GM, but Andy has final say there.
But again, that's Andy's a top 5 coach in NFL history.
Yeah, no,
you know
I
what
agree.
I'm saying? So that makes sense for Andy. But I don't think Ben Johnson obviously doesn't have that. I don't think Dan Campbell has that in Detroit.
Mike Tomlin may have that in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's just so quiet there. You're never really sure.
Yeah.
Sean McVay has a lot of say in personnel.
Who does?
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay, he's earned that. What about Shanahan, Lynch? I think Lynch is
I think Lynch is the boss there. They obviously have a great working relationship in San Francisco, but I think Lynch at the end of the day is the boss. Maybe Peyton has final say in Denver.
Well, if you look at those wide receivers, those are Sean Payton archetypes.
Yeah.
Those guys are all the types of guys he likes.
So you don't think LaFleur has earned that?
I just don't think that that's a model that, again, so going over the guys that have that, they all have Super Bowls, man.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So as much as I like Matt, I don't think that he's in a position where he can go and say, yeah, I should have final say. Additionally, because he hasn't had a ton of say already. So that would be adding to the parameters of his job if he went to the Packers and said, hey, I want final say in personnel.
And then he'd really have no say if they went back to the old model.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think there would be – you would hope that there would be collaboration the way that you talk with, Mike and Ron, where ultimately Ron still has the final say on personnel. You would hope that there would be some conversation of, hey, this is the type of guy that we would like to have in this role. You would hope that would happen just because there has to be collaboration. You don't want the separation of everything where everything just kind of falls in the silos.
Yeah.
The way it has and the way they were hoping to avoid by going to this. But yeah, this is if LaFleur's not happy with what they offer him, yeah, there could be a situation where he's not here. Because I can't imagine.
Let me ask you this.
I can't imagine if they go to the GM, much like Jason was talking about, right? GM takes over, they bring in Ted Thompson after stripping Mike Sherman, and Ted said, I probably should have just fired Mike Sherman right away and just had Ted hire his own head coach. Like if LaFleur says no, I don't think he plays out that last year of the contract. I think the Packers let him go.
I'll go one earlier, Gabe. I'll go one earlier. Andy Reid went to Philadelphia, right? Became a head coach.
Yep.
They hire Ray Rhodes. Ron Wolf, that is a regret of his.
Yep.
He said, I should have hired Andy Reid.
Yeah.
So I'm just fast forwarding here like, okay, they do it. Goody's the GM. LaFleur says, no, I'm not taking an extension. And then Goody's like, well, I'm going to lose Hafley, so I'm just going to fire LaFleur and hire Hafley as the new head coach.
Either way, I don't think that LaFleur goes into next year with just 1 year on the deal. Right? Like, because either he doesn't want that, the Packers don't want that. Like, if LaFleur says no to an extension, it's the same thing, obviously a little bit inversed. But, you know, you go to LaFleur with a contract extension, he says no, you have to be ready to fire him. Kind of like when you go to a player, hey, we need you to take this pay cut. He says no, you have to release him. It's like the inverse of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
you just don't want that 1 year floating out there. And again, it's going to be interesting to see this offseason, how that all plays out. Again, my guess is that it ultimately, even if policy decides that Goody's going to run the entire football operation the way they used to with general managers in Green Bay, I'm guessing it's going to be the simplest thing. They'll give LaFleur a 3-year extension. He'll have 4 years left.
God, I don't know if he takes it, Gabe. I don't know if he takes it. I mean, could you guys take it? That is a blow to the ego.
Yeah, but would you rather be the head coach for the Packers for the next 4 years or go coach the Tennessee Titans?
Money talks, Gabe.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm saying a 3-year extension, like the Packers are going to leverage that as much as they can. Like LaFleur's going to get top dollar. I assure you that.
He will?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
From the Packers?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. I think they would have to.
Yes. Yeah.
I think they would have to.
Because that's just how these things work.
All right.
Like
This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
We'll also see if we can have some fun with the top 8 at 8. That is coming up next with a dedicated Milwaukee team. Fifth Third knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the area with a long-standing commitment to the healthcare and not-for-profit sectors. Whether it's expansion to commercial payments, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions to navigate your organization's complex needs. Experience the difference with Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Southbound on 41, backing up just a little bit, heading through the Zooter change. The northbound side's a lot more delayed from Watertown Plank Road up past Beloit Road. Southbound on 43, backing up from Keefe all the way down to about Locust. The northbound side's backing up out of the Kilbourne Avenue area all the way up to Locust. We've also got westbound 94 from 27th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. More delays from Sunny Slope Road pretty much all the way past Calhoun. On the eastbound side, we've got delays from about just before 84th Street to Hawley Road and again through the stadium coming out at about 35th. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner, dedicated to helping businesses do business better. Visit jamesimaging.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Windy and rainy. Chance for snow showers later on. A high of 46 with the falling temperatures throughout the day. And then tonight, mostly cloudy and breezy, a low of 12. This holiday season, escape the hustle and bustle at Lake Lawn Resort. From spa days to holiday events, it's where the spirit of the season comes to life. Book your getaway today at lakelawnresort.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more. Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee.
College hockey fans, get ready because the ice is heating up in Milwaukee for the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. 4 powerhouse programs, 2 action-packed days, 1 champion. It's Wisconsin, Boston College, Lake Superior State, and the defending national champion, Western Michigan. Battling it out December 28th and 29th at Fiserv Forum. Feel every bone-rattling hit and every clutch goal as these elite programs collide for holiday bragging rights. Tickets are moving fast. Grab yours today at Ticketmaster.com or the Fiserv Forum box office. The Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. 4 teams, 1 trophy. Who will own the ice?
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I mean, pumpkin seeds.
No, little suckers. They might be. What did you say before, Jen?
Sesame, but those
seeds.
are white. Like
No,
white.
these aren't white. No, this isn't on the outside. This is on the inside.
Seeds on the inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you got some sort of like
scrotum.
On 94.5 ESPN.
If you guys are still thinking sweater, candles, and that same old gift, hey, look, it is time to upgrade that. Why don't you try to win $2,000 and get a $2,000 shopping spree from the Jewelry Center? Enter now, goodkarmabrands.com/Wisconsin contests. Goodkarmabrands.com/Wisconsin contests. No purchase necessary. Contest ends December 23rd. Rules online.
The top 8 at 8.
Name something that follows the word pork. You pine. Huh?
One category.
Name something people take with them to the beach. Turkey.
The top 8 answers.
The first thing you buy in a supermarket. Turkey.
The top 8 at 8.
A food often stuffed. Turkey.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Name Popeye's favorite food.
Chicken.
Show me chicken.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Today there are 9 names on this list because there is a tie at the bottom of the list. But we've been talking Packers-Bears, getting ready. Chewy, you've referenced this game a number of different times the last couple of weeks. But back in 1995, there was a famous Brett Favre game. He was doubtful with an ankle injury. He was on crutches, but he gutted his way through the game and threw a then career-high 5 touchdown passes in your victory, 35-28 over the Chicago Bears. Of course, that 1995 team went on to win the NFC Central Division. And in that famous Brett Favre game, 9 different players caught a pass. Name those 9 players.
I don't think I had one. Well, I know Edgar caught a touchdown on the screen, so start there.
Okay, Edgar Bennett had 2 catches for 33 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yep.
So he is one of the 9.
Josh?
I have no idea.
Oh, my God. You're not big on history.
What year was this?
1995.
Dorsey the horse.
Dorsey had 5 catches for 16 yards and a touchdown.
Hulu Duck.
Did not have a catch in this game.
Seriously?
Did not have a catch. He was a rookie that year.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, that was his rookie year. 95, he was a rookie. 1995 was his rookie year.
Josh, you got nothing?
In 1995, Robert Brooks.
Robert Brooks had 6
Nice.
catches for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns. So we've got Dorsey, Edgar, and Robert Brooks. This is embarrassing, guys.
My backup, Josh?
Yeah, I just guess. I mean, I was 7.
I'm out.
Yeah, Chewy's out. This is all on you, Josh.
My backup. Oh, my God.
I mean, you have no right to talk. You are on this team.
You played with these guys, you bozo.
Hey, at least I knew I didn't have a catch.
Did you?
I don't know.
Mark Chmura.
Mark Chmura had 3 catches for 33 yards in this
moron.
game.
I did?
Yeah.
I only remember the 100-yard game.
First time, I want to make Chewy an answer on this, and he just decides to choke. Just choked. Couldn't even name himself.
I don't remember one catch.
Admit it, you choked. You
Oh,
choked.
yeah, that's a big-time choke. That's a huge choke. But the fact that Josh doesn't know my backup and we started a trend throughout the whole NFL, it's kind of embarrassing.
I've been trying to think of your backup, and his name's escaping me. Despite knowing fully what his name is, I don't have it with me right now.
Okay, that happens. Maybe we should re-chew your ass.
It's not Keith, is it?
Yes!
Hey!
Is that enough?
Keith Jackson had 3 catches for
go.
26 yards in that game.
Oh, I out-yardaged
All right,
him.
so we have 5 of the 9, 4 more left on the list. I was really hoping that you guys would get like 7, because again, Dip Bleep over there played in this game. Couldn't even name
95?
himself.
Who was opposite Robert? Oh, I think I know.
Was Don
I'm
Beebe
out, though, right?
around
Am I
at this
out?
time?
Don Beebe was not around.
No, he wasn't on the team.
All right, 800.
Hold on, one more, Dave, one more.
Okay.
Anthony Morgan.
Anthony Morgan had a catch for 21 yards.
I would have never pulled that name, ever.
And he was a former Bear.
Yep.
He played for the Bears.
All right, we got 3 more on the list. 800-990-3776. A famous game in 1995. Brett Favre was doubtful with an ankle injury. He ended up playing the game, threw for a career-high 5 touchdown passes. 9 different players caught passes in this game in 1995. We have Dorsey Levens. We have Edgar Bennett. We have Robert Brooks. We have Mark Chmura. We have Keith Jackson. We have Anthony Morgan. 3 more left on the list. Let's go to Gordy in Menominee Falls. Gordy, you're on the top 8 at 8.
Let's go with William Henderson.
William Henderson had a catch for 7 yards in that game. Do you have the other ones, Gordy?
Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram had 3 catches for 47 yards.
Is that the father of the running
Yes,
back?
That is
it
the
is.
father
Yep.
of the running back.
And
Packers
to my
in 95.
point, a thief, but a really good guy.
How is he a thief?
He went to federal jail.
Did he?
For embezzlement.
We call that prison.
Yeah.
But a really good guy.
we call that
a really good guy.
If you're embezzling with
no,
a
good
company,
guy.
I don't think you can be a good guy.
Yes, good guy.
I don't think that's sorry. That's not how any of that works.
What do we got? One more?
We got one more, Gordy. Can you name the last one on the list?
How about, let's see here, Terry Mickens.
Terry Mickens.
Wow. All right.
Here's the last one on that list. It's 1 catch for 15 yards.
Yeah. All right.
Are you embarrassed that Gordy did better than you did?
No, I'm not embarrassed at all because it's just a sign today that my point is 100% correct.
What do you mean?
Thieves can be good guys.
No.
I'd let Mark Ingram stay at my house. That's how much I love him.
You wouldn't let him manage your money?
Oh, no, definitely not. Or Sean Jones.
Yeah, you go to prison for embezzlement.
Was that what it was? I know you're looking it up.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Sentenced to 7 years in prison, up to 5 years probation for money laundering and fraud.
That's fine.
Also ordered in Long Island federal court to pay $252,000 in restitution.
Yeah, but a really good guy. Sorry. What?
Again, these are things that are hurting other people. Fraud and
know.
embezzlement hurt other people.
I know.
Therefore, you can't be a good guy.
Hey, he feels bad. He feels horrible.
Because he got caught.
Exactly.
He was also sentenced an additional 2 years for jumping bail.
Is that wrong?
It's not right. If that's what you're curious, that's what you're wondering about.
Josh so quiet?
Because he was taking the information of the winner.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Yeah, we've got stuff to do here. I find that hard to believe because you just sit there, pal.
You're just making yourself look busy.
Sure. Isn't that your whole life right now?
In Brusk tried taking...
It's a take one to no one situation, Josh.
Brusk tried taking credit. I shot him down. He had no response. That's a win for me.
Sam points out, Chewy, that you are not dip bleep, you are numbnuts. So
yes.
I called you a dip bleep for not knowing that you had catches in that game. Turns out, yes, you are numbnuts. That is.
You think there are parents out there that their kids actually call them numbnuts?
I mean, I've jokingly called my dad that.
Oh, well, yeah, but my kid's not joking.
Yeah, feels like that's a nickname for you at this point. It's just you get numbnuts more than you get dad.
Yeah.
Hey, numbnuts, can I borrow some money?
Yeah, that was a good list, Gabe.
All right. I just thought, we'd jump in that way back machine. Yeah. Hey, college hockey fans, get ready for the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. Wisconsin, Boston College, Lake Superior State, and the defending national champion, Western Michigan, going to be battling it out Sunday, December 28th and Monday the 29th at Fiserv Forum. Again, the good news about that Sunday, December 28th, don't have to worry about a green and gold team playing up north. Get your tickets, Ticketmaster.com or the Fiserv Forum box office. And Joshua, we were just talking about this. You've gone to a bunch of these. Great time.
Great time.
College hockey, bigger rink. You got a lot of great action, great teams.
That perfect lull of between Christmas and New Year's.
Yep.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do with ourselves? Go have a nice little night.
Or just win tickets right now. Caller 5, 800-990-3776 wins 4 tickets to the Sunday, December 28th games at Fiserv Forum. It's the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off, December 28th and 29th at Fiserv Forum.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Couple delays along northbound 43 coming out of the Kilbourne Avenue area up towards North Avenue. Southbound has eased up quite a bit. Westbound 94 backing up from 27th Street to Hawley Road, back on the brakes from Sunny Slope all the way past Calhoun. On the eastbound side, we got some backups from 84th Street to Hawley Road, and then again coming out of the Stadium Interchange. Northbound 41, watch for backups just before Mayfair Road, and that stretches all the way past Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, windy and rainy, a chance for snow showers later on, a high of 46, but falling temperatures throughout the day. Tonight, mostly cloudy and breezy, a low of 12. Weather is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals, member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The holidays are always a wonderful time to get engaged.
And this is the perfect year to do it.
Really? Why is that?
We have a special collection of Double Dog Dazzling engagement rings for just $3,998.
Tell her what makes them Double Dog dazzling, Monica.
These bridal sets are covered in diamonds and have a 3-carat created diamond center stone.
Wow.
Or you can choose a 3/4 carat natural diamond for just $1,798. And Kessler's will contribute a free 14-carat gold mounting and mount your diamond in it for you.
Wow. Wow!
Or you can get 5 matching diamonds side by side that spread all across the top of your finger.
2 carats total weight.
5 big created diamonds in a ring that will rock the house. Tell her how much, Rick.
$1,998.
Wow!
You guessed it, Sarah. We call it the Wow Collection.
18-month financing at 0% is available.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
The holidays are here, and I don't know about you, but for our family, that means more time spent inside the house entertaining family and friends.
Hi, we're Mike and Michelle, owners of Professional Construction. You know what, Michelle? You're right. This year, forget those boring gifts. No more blenders, no more socks.
How about this year, you give yourself that brand new kitchen or the basement rec room so the kids have a space to call their own.
No matter the project, you can count on us.
Happy holidays from all of us at Professional Construction, Inc.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. Hey, it's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee. With holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust Accutrans Group to handle all my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or a festive celebration, Accutrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com.
The holiday season is here, and the countdown to 2026 has begun at Lake Lawn Resort. With all the holiday stress happening these days, imagine waking up next to a cozy fire in your own private suite along the shoreline of Delavan Lake. Enjoy much-deserved pampering at the award-winning Caladora Spa and special holiday dining options throughout the resort all month long, including at the signature 1878 on the lake. Book your holiday escape today, and don't forget to purchase those last-minute gift cards and receive free bonus money at Lake Lawn Resort, where the spirit of the season comes to life and everything is truly better at the lake.
Strong mind, strong body, and strong communities. That is what you need to know about the Princeton Club, and that is what you can achieve at the Princeton Club of New Berlin. When you walk in there, you will feel completely motivated to better yourself just like everyone else is doing. I've done personal training. They have saunas. They have workout classes. They have basketball courts. They have indoor-outdoor swimming pools. It all starts with a tour. Check it out. You're going to fall in love. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. Check out the Princeton Club of New Berlin. Get your tour and take that small step to a bigger journey for a better tomorrow. That's at theprincetonclub.net.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I'm saying if we collectively, all the people in their cars, all the people listening on the YouTube stream, all the people listening this morning, if we all do it together, there's power in prayer, friends.
Yes, there is. Blessed be Father, for I played man.
On 94.5 ESPN.
You know what makes me happy? My wife being happy. That's why I go to the Jewelry Center and see my guy, the Dancing Dino Machino. Let's be honest, most guys don't have a clue when it comes to buying jewelry. Gabe's one of the smart ones, got the engagement ring and the wedding bands from the Jewelry Center for his wedding in 2022. They also do in-house repairs for watches and other fine jewelry like my championship ring. When it needs work, I know where I'll be taking it to, the Jewelry Center. They have 3 locations to stop into: Greenfield, Brookfield, and Burlington. And if my wife can't tag along, she can look through all the many styles of diamonds and other fine cuts online at shoptjc.com. I'm living proof. Happy wife, happy life. The Jewelry Center will make it happen. Brookfield, Greenfield, Burlington, and online at shoptjc.com.
Seemingly got some good news yesterday on that injury report for the Green Bay Packers. Christian Watson, a limited participant in practice. In the limited videos I saw, because obviously the media is not allowed to watch the whole thing, Chew, looked like he was moving all right. And again, I think something they were concerned about is kind of range of motion. And he was able to get his hands up, catch some passes. To me, it looked like he was ready to go. LaFleur yesterday talked about Christian Watson and the difference that the offense goes through if he's not on the field.
Well, I mean, you've seen the impact that, I'm not stating anything that anybody hasn't seen. I mean, he's a very impactful player in terms of what he does, and I've talked about it, I feel like many times now, just what he brings from a versatility standpoint in terms of you can line him inside, you can line him outside. He's obviously a force in the pass game, but also in the run game. So it's just the whole package. But he's an explosive playmaker that we got to try to find ways to get him the football.
Do you think that Christian Watson is the most irreplaceable part of the Packers offense now with Tucker? I mean, obviously Tucker Kraft is down, and we've seen they can't really replace that. But with some of the things that he's been able to do, is he the most irreplaceable part of this Packers offense right now?
Minus Jordan Love?
Yeah, minus the quarterback.
Right now? Yeah, I mean, it's a toss-up between him and Josh Jacobs. Because Josh Jacobs has been kind of on a roll. But, yeah, I would say he's probably their most important piece. Although, did you say for this game you would rather have Zach Tom active instead of Christian Watson?
No.
Or was that?
No, flip
it.
it.
So you would rather have
I'd rather have Christian Watson. Now, if you were taking on the Broncos, if you were taking on maybe even the Lions
or something,
the Bears have struggled to generate a pass rush with just their front four. So it's not a unit that you're incredibly and entirely scared of up front. So that's why I would say Christian Watson would be more important to have. And they've been, by the way, working out Jordan Morgan at right tackle. So it could be either Morgan or Dillard playing that right tackle spot.
Yeah. No, he'll be important. The only reason I would lean towards maybe not is because of the depth at wide receiver. Now, he's clearly their best receiver, but they can plug someone. It's like they don't have anybody at receiver.
Yeah, but he just, again, that size-speed combination is just so hard to replicate, and he's learned how to use his body better on some of those deep balls, too.
Sure.
I think even Matthew Golden's incredibly fast. He's just not as big, so it becomes it's a little bit tougher for him. I like that they've gotten Matthew Golden more involved. He seemed really healthy. The back shoulder catch that he had, I don't know how many other Packers receivers can make that play and make it look that smooth that he had against the Broncos.
Defensively, they could play this game a little bit differently if Watson wasn't in there, but they obviously they can't single him up. And also, they have to be leery of him going over the top.
But you kind of have to single him up if you want to try to get pressure, don't you?
I don't think they're going to single him up, Gabe. I just think they're going to, like I said.
I mean, but they're going to be
keep
situations.
Everything in front of them,
That's where we just fundamentally disagree on
I really
that.
think the Bears believe they can score 31 points. With a Micah Parsons less defense. I really do. I mean, in order to score 31 points, if they're limiting possessions on the other end, they would have to be almost perfect in order to score 31 points on offense. And now I think they almost scored 28. Had it be for a horrible throw by their quarterback.
Yeah, but that's
he
part
will
of
make horrible throws.
Again, you have to factor that in. They scored 21. So you think they believe that they can suddenly just score 10 more points without Micah?
At home, yes. How and is Lucas Van Ness on the injury report as well? He was in a boot after the game.
Yeah, he's on the injury report, but he was a limited participant in practice yesterday.
Okay.
So Zach Tom did not participate. Josh Jacobs did not participate. And Josh Wiley and Evan Williams did not participate.
Who do you think starts in place of Parsons?
No, I think it'll probably be Angabare and Gary on the defensive ends, if I had to guess. Because if Van Ness is still walking around in a boot, he's not. I don't think he can play a full complement of snaps.
Yeah, but
I think you have to be selective.
Can Gary play? Can Gary play 65 plays in a game?
No, because he's never been as Matt LaFleur let us know, never been a big snap count guy.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a rotation of those three, and we've seen Barron Sorrell be in a healthy scratch the last couple of weeks. He's going to have to step up and play some of those snaps on the defensive side, certainly. Yeah. But again, this is where it comes down to the offense, and this is where having Christian Watson and having his explosive ability.
I agree.
And
I hate to say that it's going to be a shootout, but I kind of have that feeling. And let's not forget, the Bears with Parsons playing at home last time, they still gave up 140 yards rushing.
Yep.
So
and that's,
they better address that. I'll take 100.
Yeah.
Right. But
you have to cut that down. But I think 31 points wins this game. If the Packers get to 31, they should be able to win.
Yeah.
Again, you're asking more of the offense, but I think that's where it falls. You look at what the defense has lost in Micah Parsons and obviously in Devontae Wyatt as well. Yeah, the offense is without, maybe Zach Tom. Clearly, it has been different without Tucker Kraft, but
yeah.
I think there's more playmakers on this offense now than there are on the defense with the injuries factored in.
The thing I will be watching for in the first quarter of this game, and we've seen it before, is if they come out flat. Because when you lose a player like that, I mean, Gabe, and you went back to 95, I think it was. We beat Cincinnati pretty handily. Reggie goes down. I guaranteed we are favored against Tampa Bay the next week. And we wind up losing that game in overtime, and we score 10 points. And I bet if you watch that game, you would go, wow, they were flat. Because the Bears, the Bears are going to be sky high.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not as concerned about that because in the last 4 or 5 games, they haven't come out flat.
No, I know.
They've been really good.
Well, they need that same attitude they had against Detroit on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Detroit, Chicago, Minnesota, they were scoring early in all of those games.
No, I know, but you lose your
Denver,
best player on the team.
Denver, they scored in their first 5 possessions.
Yeah.
Like the offense was finding a groove, and then you have the injuries, and it kind of all falls apart. But I think the offense should still be able to be in a groove.
I know, but you know what flatness looks like.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, so that'd be a concern of mine.
Yeah, I maybe the defense. I think the offense, especially if Christian Watson's out there, they're going to come out firing because Matthew Golden certainly can make a difference. A healthy Dontavian Wicks, as we've seen, can make a difference. I mean, the tight end position is what it is at this point, and who knows if Wiley ends up playing. I know they like him, but he's in concussion protocol. And my general rule of thumb is if you're in concussion protocol, you're out for at least a week. I know guys have come back sooner than that. Devontae Adams did, but I feel like that's more of the exception versus the rule. And then you're just surprised if somebody's able to come out of concussion protocol within the week.
Yeah.
But that's where the tight end position kind of is. But I think the offense still should be able to put up points the way they have most of this season. Hey, guys, if you're feeling like you're running on empty, Mentality Health is here to help. Maybe you're dealing with low testosterone. Maybe you're not even sure exactly what it is. You can't quite put your finger on it. But maybe you've got low energy and motivation. Fatigue, you're tired all the time, some weight gain or muscle loss, especially around the belly fat area. You feel anxious, moody, or irritable. Those are all symptoms of low testosterone, and Mentality is here to help. Local healthcare facilities specializing in helping men feel and perform at their very best. And what they focus on when it comes to low T is your free testosterone levels. A lot of doctors can overlook that, and they ensure then that your treatment is tailored to your body. That's what I love about going to Mentality, is I'm constantly checking in with them over the course of a handful of weeks. Hey, the treatment's working. How do you feel? Get the blood work done again. Okay, here's where your levels are. Maybe we have to adjust your treatment just a little bit. But once you start working with Mentality and you get those levels locked in, the energy comes roaring back, your belly fat burns off, the muscle strengthens, and you feel like yourself again, which is my favorite part. I've got this energy. I feel like myself again after working with Mentality. So don't let low testosterone hold you back. Be at your best for you and your family. Just go to mentalityhealth.com/radio, mentalityhealth.com/radio, and book an appointment today.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN. Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
This game is once in a century. Be there at Fiserv Forum on December 26th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
Well, for the second time in 3 weeks, it is Bears Week for the Green Bay Packers as the 9-4-1 Packers head to Soldier Field to take on the first place 10-4 Bears. Head coach Matt LaFleur understands what's on the line Saturday night.
You know, we all know the magnitude of this game. It's going to be a great challenge for us in their house. Just saw them 2 weeks ago, so that should be pretty exciting.
The Packers with a laundry list of injuries, and it's going to be a challenge for several key players, including wide receiver Christian Watson, offensive tackle Zach Tom, and safety Evan Williams, who LaFleur described as true game-time decisions. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at it with a 10-year guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with a Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Out here, days are getting a little cooler, and mornings are starting with a few more layers. It's the season for more time at the grill, more feed for your animals. Heaters burn late into the night, and the woods start calling your name. We appreciate hard-working hands, shared moments, and love for our land. That's why season after season, we're here for your life out here. Tractor Supply.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
How are you feeling, big guy, about the MRI?
It's starting to hurt now. I think I have mental issues. I really do.
Well,
gonna have to clip that
yeah,
for me?
that's just, I mean,
hold on to it.
I know. I don't think there's anything wrong. It's just I think it's something in my brain's telling me
something is wrong, buddy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
We have one question today on the Infinity Exteriors poll, our Twitter poll at Jen Gabe Chewy Online. Can you be a thief and still be a good guy? What do you think it's at right now, Chew?
I'll take 22.
Right now, it is 71.4% say no, 28.6% say yes.
That's a win. Thank you.
We'll have to wait and
nice
see
day.
what the final results of that are, but that's where we're at right now. That's not a win. That is a decided loss.
What do you mean you win? I had a hand just like that before. I didn't win.
Because I win. Is Zach Taylor in Cincinnati getting fired?
Probably.
Really? Isn't that the number one job out there?
No. Mike Brown.
And that might be the reason why Zach Taylor sticks around. I don't know.
But you got Burrow.
Yeah, I mean Burrow.
Whoop-de-doo.
Burrow makes it attractive, certainly, but there's a lot of issues there that still need to be turned around and corrected. And now you've got a depressed Joe Burrow.
Because I'm looking at Barnwell's. What Arizona? Because Kyler Murray's gone. That's a bad one.
I guess.
Cleveland.
I mean, that's a disaster waiting. I mean, you're still locked into Sean Watson's contract next year. That's a disaster.
Tennessee's terrible. Giants attractive because they got offensive parts.
Because they've got and their front four is.
Oh, and their front four is solid.
Ooh.
What about Atlanta? Good offense, a lot of talent. They don't maximize it, but they got some weapons there.
They've had some injuries. I just don't know if ultimately they fire.
They need a quarterback, and it's a bad quarterback draft, and they're not going to be drafting first overall.
Why, you're not into Penix? I'm just saying a place for Hafley where he would maybe
I don't think
consider.
the Falcons are into Penix.
Really? God, are they off these guys so quickly? And then Tua's out of.
Well, I mean, they're still going to be on a Penix next year. There's no one to really replace him with.
Yeah. I mean,
they'll move on from Kirk.
So 2 teams, you're saying, Cincinnati and New York.
I mean, if Cincinnati moves on, I'm still not convinced about that.
Yeah.
Again, Mike Brown, I don't know if he wants to be paying 2 coaches.
Fair.
But New York is, as of right now, New York's probably the most attractive job.
Okay.
And obviously for Hafley, that would be attractive to go back home and coach the team you grew up rooting for.
Yeah.
There's also been a lot of Marcus Freeman chatter around that for that team as well. Have to wait and see how that all works out. We'll continue to preview Bears-Packers tomorrow. Wilde and Tausch coming up next.
Eastbound 94, we are still backing up a bit from 84th Street all the way to Hollywood.